Hi, welcome to Market in a Minute. Today we will recap market last week and we will be taking a closer look at the current market landscape. Last week, the major event was the ECB rate on Deposity facility. The European Central Bank announced a rate cut from 3.5% to 3.25%. It was the third rate cut in a row during this year. The expectation is to boost the economy in the Eurozone. Some of the effects were already seen as the German DAX 40 closed the week at a new record high. Regarding the American market, we saw a strong bullish momentum during last week. The strong retail sales data released last Thursday was higher than the forecast and also contributed to strengthen the movement in the markets. Both futures of S&P 500 and Dow Jones closed the week at another record highs. Nasdaq also followed the sentiment and also closed the week with gains. The bullish movement in the American market and the context of the ECB rate cut contributed to strengthen the US dollar and to make it close a third week in a row with gains. Worth mentioning that gold had also a strong bullish movement and closed the week with another record high. Looking ahead, let's talk about some key economic events coming up this week that could shake things up in the markets. First, on Wednesday, in Canada, we have the BOC interest rate decision release. The forecast points to a 0.50 cut. For these events, we will monitor the Canadian dollar, pound, US dollar, and yen. On Thursday, we will watch the release of S&P Global Services PMI. It is a leading indicator gauging business activity in the US services sector. A reading above 50 indicates that the services economy is generally expanding. A reading below 50 signals that activity among services providers is generally declining. We'll be watching the futures of US dollar, Euro, Yen, and S&P 500. Thursday at night, we'll be watching the Tokyo CPI. The index is widely considered as a leading indicator of Japan's overall CPI, as it is published weeks before the nationwide reading. Generally, a high reading is seen as bullish for the yen, while a low reading is seen as bearish. We will keep an eye on US dollar, Euro, Yen, and Nikkei. In summary, the interest rate decision of the Bank of Canada will make us watch the Canadian dollar. The release of S&P Global Services PMI may impact the market with more intensity, while the Tokyo CPI will give us the opportunity to remain vigilant with yen and Japan market. Stay tuned with Excent Capital. Good trades.